Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and I'm back at you again, getting ready to claim S-Class Shane. Shane is a bodyguard toon, and I think that if you have Shane on your defense, he can help with alleviating very fast turn 1 rushes, turn 2 rushes, and what that does is it gives your defense a chance to recuperate. The bodyguard toons, I think, are very good in Road to Survival. So let's go ahead and claim S-Class Shane right after this. Alrighty, so I'm back with you. Let's go ahead and get S-Class Shane. I've been working on him. He is ready to go. He's ready to be claimed, as you can see here. So we're gonna go ahead and claim S-Class Shane. Yes, sir. Nice. So now we have S-Class Shane, and we're gonna go ahead and look at his kit really quickly in the new S-Class list. Okay. So obviously it does the bodyguard. The first time each turn that an allied teammate takes 30% of a max HP from a single attack, rush, or active, this character will take that damage instead. Okay. Also too, we're gonna go ahead and update his rush so that he can be able to go off pretty quickly with his rush, and we're gonna go ahead and update his active, which is turn 1 up to 3 teammates get 50% attack and focus for 2 turns. Now this is where Shane can be a dual threat. Shane could be used on the offense for that 50% attack, and Shane could be used on defense as well, which is where his kit will basically be used at the most. So I think that he's really good. He does come with an absolute defense weapon, HP weapon. You can go ahead and put defense on here when you get ready to upgrade the weapon, which is what I typically do. And when I upgrade this will be either cleanse, or we will do the absolute we would do alert buff once you tier 5 his weapon after you do your upgrades. So that's what I would do there. Now with Shane, I want to build Shane you know, rather tanky. So what I would do is I would go with a defensive set. We'll go ahead and put the health mod on him, give him the highest one that we have here, which seems to be 520. So we'll go ahead and put that on him, and then I will also go ahead and put 2 other items here on Shane. So they have the attack down, you do have the defensive down, so we want the defensive down resist because you want his defense to remain strong. I will also put the graze mod on him. Even though it's a minor chance to reflect damage, it's still a good mod to have there in that case. And now on top of that, what we don't want to happen to Shane is we don't want him to not be able to do his rush. So there's a couple ways you can go. You can go stun resist, you can go taunt resist. Either way it shall work out. You can go impair resist, so we'll go impair resist this time here around. And then also too, when it comes to defense, all right, you know that he's coming up against some of these heavy hitter blue toons and things of that nature, so you want to have a defensive mod here for, you know, to help be able to alleviate some of that strong defense that's coming in, and some of that strong offense that's coming in when he's seeing a lot of damage come towards him. So this is what your Shane will look like if you're building it. If you have another way of building it using mods, things of that nature, let me know down in the comment section. Also too, I want to thank Annabelle for the subscription, subscribing to the channel, one of the latest subscribers. I just want to thank you in advance, you guys. We still pushing. We have 532 subs, looking and continuing to push towards 1,000 before June. I just want to thank you for all the love and support and appreciation for the channel. I'm gonna keep hitting you with these bangers coming to you about Road to Survival, the game that we all love and enjoy to play. So let's keep at it. So this is the team that I will put Shane into. All right, so if I'm building a team, let's build a team from scratch. There's a lot of ways that you can go with Shane. Shane will fit perfectly behind a Jackie lead, even though right now you can be able to get Marge this season pass, so Jackie will become she will, more than likely not be what we would call like a meta Toon anymore, coming up here shortly. But you can definitely put him behind a Jackie Toon. Okay, you could even throw in Jesus in the team. Mr. Lou is readily available, so this is all free to play characters here. You can go ahead and get Mr. Lou. One character that I was lucky enough to be able to get that I pulled for was Ben, so I will put Ben on the team, and then we can put Shane there to be able to absorb some of that blow that is coming in towards the character. So this is one way that you can be able to go when you're looking at building you a nice squad with Jack as the lead. If you don't have Ben here, Trader can go here. There's different ways that you can go. Tanya can go in there too. Just a few different ways that you can be able to go there. So now the other way you can build this team is by having Jesus at the lead, who I think is the preferred leader here. Oh my, excuse me. I'm having Jesus here. I think he's a preferred leader. I think he will work better. So we have Jesus, and then you can be able to mix and match this team too. If you want to do off trait, or if you want to do full on trait, you can be able to do that as well. But I would do Jesus. We have Shane. I like Mr. Lou in here as far as the off trait. Tanya I like in this team as well, but you would go with none other than Trader here. You'll have Jesus, and these guys are pumping in heavy defense and heavy blockability when it comes to being able to get your team nuked first turn. So this is a team that I personally would run. If you have a second Jesus, you can put your second Jesus into this team, or if you have a double bodyguard with a double Shane, you can be able to do that as well, or Carl. There's just a plethora of different ways that you can be able to go here, but this is how Shane would be best used if you're using him on a defense, in my opinion. Now, if you're using Shane on a offense of team, you can, and that is perfectly fine, because of his active skill only is what you want to do, right? If you're using that and you want to use the active skill, then you can go with a free-to-play team such as this with Priya, and if you have Magna, because Magna is available to be used and stuff like that. She's free to play now, so you can go ahead and pop Magna in on this team. Let me go ahead and grab Magna here, so you can grab Magna, put her in on the team, and then put a command Toon in here. That command Toon don't have to be a trait character. A lot of times people are using command Toon Rick. Rick is a very, very, very good command Toon. Or for the whales, if you have Akira will work just fine in this slot as well. So you can go ahead, try something like this, and Shane to get that 50% attack turn one, right? And then you can be able to go ahead and get your rushes off turn two with different weapon sets. So I would take this weapon off here, and you could put a 20% AP weapon onto Beta be able to rush turn two. It's just for different ways that you can go. But if I'm putting Shane into a team on offense, this is a team that I would want to put him into, a team that has heavy attackers, does massive damage, and they can be able to get their rush off turn three, turn two, and be able to just wipe the floor with other teams and things of that nature. So this is what I would do if I was building, my team on offense with Shane. There's the bodyguard. A lot of different ways that you can go. And also too, this character regains 100% of their max HP, and all other teammates gain 25% bonus HP, so he does give you a little bit more longevity on the offensive end. And if you're on a defensive end, while battling on defense up to 3, enemies get stunned, and negative 50 defense for 2 turns. So there we go. That's what you can be able to do if you're using Shane on offense, as well as I stated before, if you're using him on defense. So this is S-Class Shane. He's definitely going into the level up realm. He's definitely going to be one of those characters that I put on a team, that I use, that is going to help me to be successful. So hit that like button, notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate the support and love that you guys have been showing me. This is your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.